Let's recall. Here is the first question, students. What are the different constituents of soil? The different constituents of soil are minerals, water, organic matter, that is dead remains of plants and animals, gases, and microorganisms. Second question, from where do the abiotic factors become available for soil formation? Abiotic factors involved in the soil formation are wind, sun, water, and rocks. These factors are easily available in the environment. Here is the third question. On which factors does the variety in the soil depend? The variety of soil, it depends on the parent rock, the climate of the region, the biotic material, the slope of the land, and the time are the factors that influence soil formation. Factors necessary for the soil formation. Here is the first factor, parent rock. Remember that the parent rock in a region is an important factor in soil formation. Depending on the hardness of the rock and the climate of the region, the rock gets weathered, the rock turns into powdery material, which further turns into earthy material. For example, the basalt rock of the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra turns into black soil after weathering. This soil is also referred as rigor soil. Rocks like granite and gneiss in South India give rise to red soil. Regional climate. This is also an important factor influencing soil formation. Weathering of rock is the first step in the process of soil formation. The process of weathering depends on the climate of the region. The climate decides the intensity of weathering. That is why one and the same type of rock gives rise to different types of soils when the rock is exposed to different climates. In the dry climate of Deccan Plateau, weathering of basalt leads to formation of black soil, whereas in the humid climate of the western Sahyadris, the leaching of the same basalt rock leads to the formation of laterite soil. Biotic material. The weathering of rock turns them into powdery material, but this powdery material is not soil. To turn such powdery material into soil, it is necessary that biotic material gets mixed into it. The biotic material comes from the decomposition of the remains of plants and animals in that region. The vegetal litters, roots of plants, remains of animals, etc. get decomposed due to water. Microorganisms and certain other organisms help decompose the dead remains of organic material. The biotic material thus produced gets mixed into soils and it is called humus. If the proportion of humus in the soil is greater, the soil becomes fertile. Vermicompost. The process of decomposition by living organisms takes place continuously. Nowadays, production of vermicompost is undertaken on a large scale. Try to understand the process of producing vermicompost or compost. Production of compost needs sufficient period of time and elements like organic waste, water, heat, etc. Time. Soil formation is a natural and slow process. It needs a very long period of time to form a 2.5 cm thick layer of topsoil. It takes thousands of years. From this, you may understand that soils are invaluable. In the region of high rainfall and higher temperatures, the process of soil formation is faster. Comparatively, in the regions of low temperatures and low rainfall, soil formation takes more time. Humans use the soil gifted by nature as a resource. It is mainly used for agricultural purpose. For getting higher production, different types of chemical fertilizers, insecticides are used profusely. However, this leads to the degradation of soils. Always remember, earth doesn't mean soil. Soil contains the powdered form of weathered rock, partially or completely decomposed organic material, and innumerable microorganisms. Interaction between biotic and abiotic components in the soil go on continuously. Plants get nutrients required for their growth from the soils. Soil is a complete ecosystem. Earth is also a substance. The potter uses it as raw material. A farmer uses soil as an ecosystem.